Good evening. Um, I'm excited to share this week I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's an HTML, it's a web app, it's a Django project. This is basically an event booker where you can go on, see a list of events, you can pick one to register for, and then you'll get confirmation details, right? Um, so new. I mean, I feel like it's a lot of parts that go together in one, but I'm pretty excited to show the program here. So I'll start here with the views um, py um, file here. Now, what this does, it's going to import from models, which models is basically the database of the events that there are and any registration. So people who have already registered, their registration will then be stored there, right? And so these three functions are what's going to be the logic behind the three HTML pages, which are the event list page, the registration page, and the confirmation page. So with the event list, all that matters here, the request is that someone uses it. And so it's going to go to events, get all the objects, and it's going to send these events to event list.html. So to show how that works here in templates, basically it's got a title. The percentage in curly braces is a for loop. So for every event in the events that the other function sends it, it's going to give the title here, the location, the date, the time. And then here, this is a link to then go to registration, the registration page, and it sends the event ID with it. Now, what this does is over here in, there it is, URLs, I have registration as the name for the URL. Basically, it's the URL.com, whatever, slash registration, and then it also has the event ID in there. So that's where that then goes. The other one I have in here, just the home page is going to be the event list for simplicity. There's also an admin page to do admin things, basically. And here's the confirmation page URL, which I just have confirmation. So where this comes in, after the event list, so it will send you to the registration page. Now this is rendered, or kind of it uses it appears because this register for event thing calls it, right? Here just it renders the registration page given the specific event that the last one sent. And basically it has this post method in here, and this comes in here where this is all, I mean, it has the title registration page for whatever, but it's a post method. I'm not quite sure how it works, but you get the name, you get an email, and you press submit. Now when you press submit, then it shows that it's sending out information that's post rather than getting information, so it's not a get. And that information then goes here. So if it's post, if it's sending out information, it's going to get the name, get the email, and it's going to create a registration object given those things, right? Now it's going to then redirect. Remember the confirmation page, the URL, that's where that comes in. It's going to say, now after doing that, send it over to the confirmation page with this specific registration ID. And what that means is basically when someone registers for an event, an object is created saying, okay, this user, this name and email registered for this specific event, and it keeps a record of it. So it uses that registration ID to then make, or to give the information to the confirmation page. So this last one, this confirmation details, it's going to take that registration ID and it's going to render it. It's basically going to send it to the confirmation page. So here just says, you have registered for, well, let's get the title of the event we're going for, the date it is, the time, and the location. Now we see another post here where basically it's just, do you want to go back to the home page after you're done? And so if that's then sent, back here in the confirmation details, it's then going to send it back home. Right. Now, for models, the databases, we just have events and registration. The events, title, location, date, time, and this stir. I don't quite know why it's named that, but basically, if we didn't do anything, by default, the events would be named event object 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you then clicked on it, it would then tell you the certain details, right? Now, what this does is instead of being called event object, it's going to be called the title and the date. So if it's conference on February the 20th, it's going to be say conference February the 20th rather than event object 3. Similar thing for registration. It takes a name and an email, and then it takes a certain event name, which is obviously one of these events. Okay. I believe I covered everything. I'm going to go ahead and do Python 3, run server. Now it gives a URL here that you can put in your browser. So it runs locally on your computer. But I'm going to put this in now that shows event list. It's going to show the different events, their date, their time, whatever. So we have church, we have a wedding, and then we have a business conference. So let's say in this case, we wanted to register for the wedding. So they knew we were coming, they could prepare accordingly, right? We're going to go here to register. Let's put in our name, James, and just whatever, right? Your email. You click register. All right, this is the confirmation page. So it then sent your registration to the confirmation page. So it knows that we registered for this wedding on this date, on this time, at this address. Return to list? Yes. We're back, right? Now you could register for a number of events. You could, let's say we're going to church. Whatever, right here. We register here. We officially registered for that specific one. So it sends details. You know what I mean? And on the registration page, it knows that we're registering for the business conference. So that way, even though the HTML template is the same, it's just a registration page, it will send a specific event ID so it knows which one you're registering for. So that's kind of, I guess, I think the word is the dynamic, whatever that word is, where it's not just going to be the same web page, but the web page will change based off of how the user interacts with it. So just to show you on the other end what this kind of looks like, if I go to, I've just put /admin on here. This will show the events. This is kind of the titling that I talked about, where it has the title of it and the date, whatever, right? And you go in, it'll give you all the different information. Registrations, now the 3 events I've registered for, and this one I just did before because I was testing, is it says James, this is his email, and he's going to this event, right? Okay, we're good. Oh, he's also going to church on this date. And that's kind of how it works. So pretty cool. I mean, I think there's some further things I would add is obviously the ability to make an account so that you can upload your own events, that kind of thing, and then go see who's registering for your events. So then you don't need to have just one admin, that kind of thing. But that is my program. It was really cool. Really, I mean, it was a learning experience to see how HTML works, as paired with Python, or you can do it with Node, JavaScript. But yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this. Learned a lot. But yeah, thank you guys. We'll see ya.